Hi, so it's Sunday evening, about 5:30, and we're in Llyn Onn, and there's a nice view across the reservoir with the sort of higher central beacons in the distance, Penmoelallt and Van Vouwer, and then over to this side, part of Cumtaff, I think it is. So we're doing a hill today. It's absolutely freezing. And it's wet. It's really unpleasant. It's like winter conditions, basically. We're following the Taff trail here up to a hill that's about 420 metres called Penmoelallt, or Penmoelallt, however it's pronounced. It's a forested hill, and it's kind of a southern outlier in the kind of central beacons, but in the kind of foothills just before you get to the main ones. Hopefully it'll be fairly sort of straightforward, because I've just got a couple of hours spare. It's a new one to do, and it's certainly on the list of hills, so we'll crack on and we'll see you in a bit. So the rain has hit again. We've got Gandhi there, about 460 odd. That one I can't pronounce, and then nice view of the top of Cefn Sil Sanwys, something like that, difficult to pronounce. So we're going up to a similar height to those hills there. The first bit's pretty steep road actually, so I'm looking forward to when we get into the forest to be dry. That's one reason I chose this as well, because of the rain. Get a bit of shelter under the trees. So this is it here, the forested hill. It's quite big actually. Stretches a long way, sort of horizontally. And another nice view of our adjacent one there. That's a lovely walk up there. It's a great sort of moorland type summit. It's really good actually. Nice easy walk, and the summit area is really nice. Good views. So this is good, sunny spell. Maggie seems to be enjoying it. Carrying on this nice path. So this is a kind of stretch of unnamed moorland, with no specific summits or anything there, and thankfully every path is appearing as is on the map, so that's good. And we just entered the forest. Well, I don't know if I was daydreaming or something, but I've completely missed the path because there's no hairpin bend on the path that I was looking at. I don't know how that's happened, and so I think I've just detoured by 20 minutes unnecessarily, which is annoying. Kind of semi-lost, but hopefully we can re-navigate. But yeah, God, that come out of nowhere. I don't know, must have just completely missed it. At least the sun's out now, so that's good. Nice view here of Penmoelallt through the forest. Nice little break in the trees. So I think I've managed to reorientate with this fork in the road, and yeah, I completely missed that path, so oh well, it happens. I would say it happens to the best of us, but I'm far from the best of anyone. Oh well, hopefully we'll get back on track shortly. So this is spectacular views. And this is a path here on the map, so I didn't miss it. It's just overgrown and been sort of ploughed, so I feel better about that, but it could be a long cut on the way back. There's amazing views here. It's incredible, the central beacons, lovely, and of Cadair Vouwer and the sort of moorland there, really nice. So I've had to scramble up onto this This is a man-made quarry here, stone quarry, not featured on the OS map. A large section of deforestation. OS map says, and looking around, this is certainly the highest point. There's definitely nowhere higher. Yeah, I'm certain about that. So we're on the top. Now the summit has got there's no determinate point of the summit. I've had a read online as well. It's never been determined where it is, but there's multiple little spits that come out of 420 meters, and this is one of them. So I'm declaring that if you hit any of those, you've hit the top. So this, I'm going to declare this one as a top. I'm going to get back down. Lovely views now. It's become a glorious sunny evening. Absolutely stunning. Walk was a bit longer than I thought, but by no means a long walk. Just 2 hours in total it'll be, up and down. So I scoured for that central path on the way down, and it didn't exist. I looked everywhere, and it just didn't exist. It had overgrown. So yeah, I didn't actually make a wrong turn in the end, but I think if I'd followed that vague overgrown path right from the top, it would have disappeared on me, and then I would have had to have reascend. It just that would have been really not ideal. So I'm pleased that although it was a long cut, it was a necessary one at the end of the day. I find with some of the hills, especially the more off-piste and kind of non-touristy ones, especially forested hills, that, you know, they change the landscape a lot sometimes. And for example, there was a huge area of deforestation, and you know, by the time that map was drawn in 10 years time, you know, the path's overgrown or has been industrially ploughed over or whatever. So yeah, I think anyone who's new to walking, if it just looks a bit it's on the map but doesn't look 100%, looks a bit dodgy, don't go for it. It's much easier to take your medicine, accept that you're gonna have a long cut, but it's actually a long, you know, in real time it ends up being a shortcut. So it might be a long cut in distance, but in time it's a shortcut. It's similar to like when you plug a sat nav in and it will take you somewhere as a crow flies, you know, on the shortest distance, but if you look carefully, it's taking you through all these single track lanes where you can't get through and pulling over every 2 minutes. Whereas if you say accept slightly longer distance but stay on the main A roads, you get there quicker. So it's the same principle. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Another Brecon Beacons hill done. Many more to go. I'll see you next time.